Yo, we're back with another one today. Today, it's the end of the year, man. I'm currently recording this on the 30th of 2024. This video will probably be coming out either the first week of January or either I'll say the first day, but somewhere around that weekend maybe. But we'll see. Today, I'll be talking about manga that I checked out this year. Let's get to it. So the first manga I can remember checking out this year is Dandadan. I got it. All right, let's stop. I checked this out in the beginning. I don't say the beginning of January, about the end of January. January 23rd is when I started of 2024. Dandadan. I heard so much stuff about it. I heard about it when it was first coming out, and I've been hearing about. I wanted to check it out, especially after I heard the manga was finna get an anime. And I have to say, right here, right now, there is spoilers, but I have to say this manga definitely surpassed my expectations. It's so weird on how just like all these aliens, grandmas, and and like haunted shit is around there. All this supernatural stuff that's around there. I feel like this is one of the best manga I have read personally this year. It's personally I think my favorite manga I've read this year. But I just feel like the cast of characters, whether it's with Gigi, Ayasa, Momo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm forgetting some names. Turbo Granny, Okada Run. There's just so many cast of characters of what I like in here, in the variety, the romance. It feels like they do a good job at it. The author's done a really good job with. It's not like it's all shoved in your face and all that. Like it's there and it's really there, but it doesn't feel forced, if that makes sense. I gotta say, this was one of my favorite mangas. This shit had me cracking up while reading it. Invested into the romance. I really enjoyed it. Alrighty, so the next manga I checked out was Aoashi. I started February 3rd, 4:40 p.m. Aoashi was a manga. I wasn't too sure what I was going to expect out of this series, to be honest. I've heard it wasn't like Blue Lock, and I heard it's more of a team sport. The first time I think I've ever heard about this was from The Masked Man. And I have to say, this is really up there. I think this is probably... I honestly don't know how many mangas I've read. I'm just doing this shit off the top. And I'm just looking at the dates where I saved my first manga panel. And I have to say, this shit lived up to the hype. Or at least surpassed what I thought it was going to be. It's a really good... I think this is this is definitely one of my favorite sports mangas ever. I really love this manga. What it teaches you, how Ayo has to go through so many trials and tribulations. Whether it's him having to relearn a whole new position, or have to relearn like the arts of football. He got a crazy eye though, and watching him develop throughout the series is one of my favorite things, because you see him getting better. Because you know he'll fail, which is common in life. You'll fail, but he keep getting back up and he'll keep trying. That's my favorite thing about him. And I love the side characters. I'm just gonna put them on the stream because I'm not gonna lie, I'm really bad at remembering names when it comes to shit like this. I should start putting listening shit down. But this is a manga that I feel like just ranks among some of the best like sports manga, just manga in general. What it can teach you in life. You're gonna fail in life, and it's all about what you do after that failure. Will you sit there and let yourself keep complaining and man? I don't know where I'm going with this. Keep complaining and keep like wallowing yourself in like a little shadow, or will you just keep going, bro, and overcoming your odds? I had some personal odds that went over, man. I had a huge problem. I mean, it's still I still eat bad, but earlier this year I had a really chunky face to the point where I had to reevaluate what am I doing, because I'm doing all the exercise right, but that shit don't mean nothing if you're not eating right. So I had to reevaluate how I was looking at it. You could say this was a direct inspiration, but it's just so many things that just makes you into somebody. I ain't mean to get all vocal and analyzing on all that shit. Another manga I read this year was the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. I think this manga is such a good hit. I know it done like lost its plot from what it was. Like the original Naruto was about ninjas and shit. And it went from like aliens and all that. But I still feel like this is overall still a good series. I'm loving where the character direction is going with Boruto. And I'm really loving just how everything is being threaded together. There's so much about this series that I really love. I know a lot of people like to hate on Boruto and shit. And I get it. I mean, I don't anymore, but I get it. It's just like, that's just what people do, bro. And everybody gonna hate on some shit just because it's just popular to do it. But I honestly gotta tell people to give this shit a chance. It's actually a really good manga, and it's really solid. I feel like it's just one of them ones that you just need to go check out and see how much like the characters, cause it don't really have like Naruto and them involved. Boruto be cooking in there. He looks so fucking cool, and he got so much swag. Swag? Who the fuck even says swag anymore? Do people even say that shit? So I tend to reread mangas. And JJK is probably one of my favorite mangas I've ever read. And I've done read a lot of mangas. But I reread the Culling Games arc, because the Culling Games arc is my favorite arc in this throughout the whole series. I relate to Chozo as a brother because I'm the oldest of like 6 kids. And I take pride in being a great brother. That's why I love Chozo so much, because he takes so much pride in being a good brother. I really love Chozo. This is just a Chozo appreciation post real quick. And then a little rant about the JJK community. I like the community, but I hate the people that spoil shit, bro. It pisses me off. I've not been able to finish the manga because it's just like, it ruined it for me. I hate that I had to come to this, but it's just like, damn, bro, why y'all do that? It pisses me off. Like, I'm literally pissed. Why do people do that shit? That shit is so lame to me. I read manga as well. I don't spoil it for my anime only friends, and that shit just pisses me off. It just kind of just gets on my nerves. It get under my skin because it's like, damn, bro, I can't do shit. But other than that, bro, I love that Maki part and how she looks so fucking cold. I know the ending already. It's just like, man, I wish people just didn't ruin it. Like, spoiling it. You really ruining it.
Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
It was August 11th, 2024, where your boy checked out The Climber, a life-changing manga, a thing about self-discipline, a thing that really helped me out this year. What really inspired me this year, what really got me through out the mud. Just watching Mori just become more social, become like better as a human, just becoming something. Just watching him develop over time. There was so much shit in this story that I can't even do this justice on how good it was. I already got the reason why I'm not going deep into depth about these is because I got videos on all the mangas I've read this year, basically, besides one. And I have to say, this manga in particular is the best manga I've read this year. I don't think there's no ifs and ands and buts about it for me. This is the best manga I've read this year. I said that after I finished it. And I just think this manga was so good for so many different reasons. Whether it was Mori and just watching his friends from high school just switch, that shit made me so sad. Seeing the reading the manga where he stole the whatchamacallit from him. He stole his money from him. And that money was used for something else. And that shit was so fucked up. It was just like, man, watching him lie and saying he was gonna be something, it gave me goosebumps because it just like some shit like that can happen in real life where you see somebody say they're gonna go out to do something and they just completely lie about it. He was over there drinking that one girl that basically assaulted Mori, and man, she changed. She became what the rumors said about her. It was like, man, there was a lot of bad women in this manga. Mori Maury met the one though. That shit made me happy. He really met the one. But this story has so many good fucking plot points, bro. I'm not doing it justice. I'm telling you right now. You need to go read that shit for yourself. This was a real life changing manga to me, bro. I really think it belongs up there with some of the best manga I've ever. September 14th, 8:16 p.m. It is time to watch. I gotta read Soul Eater. And I gotta say, the manga, I really enjoyed the manga. Love the manga. I love the stuff they did over time. I did see, and when I made the video about this, that people didn't like the fan service. I'm like, bro, I don't either. I'm like, they're fucking kids. Why are they? It was just like, it was like, what's going on here? But Black Star's my favorite character. Def the Kid, Dr. Stein, and they hold Black Star in the anime, but in the manga, he is so like that shit makes me so fucking happy, bro. I love how good Black Star is in this manga. Black Star is him, bro. I don't give a damn what anybody say. Black Star is that boy. One of the best, the strongest person at the end of the series, basically. And I just gotta say, bro, they did a great job with their story. It felt a little rushed at the end. I can't lie to you. But it's all right. I'm not really tripping about that. I'm like, I really, 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 really enjoyed this manga. Watching some of the plot points, watching my boy Ox be out there putting in that work, watching my boy Click. Hey, Click got so much swag to him, bro. That shit is so hard to me. And last but not least, it's a manga that I reread. I haven't read it in a while. I was low-key thinking about making a video about it, but I didn't. It was Monster. And it's so weird how my perspective thinks about it now compared to what I saw to when I saw it a couple years ago. I mean, like, read it a couple years ago. And man, I fucking love Tenma. Tenma is such a good protagonist that I feel like people sometimes just only praise Johan. But if Tenma is such a good character in here. Like, Johan wouldn't be shit without Tenma to me. I feel like their dynamic is so perfect in this series. These two perfectly conflict each other and do what they got to do. Tenma is so damn goated. My boy Grimmer. I thought I was tripping when I read that part. Like I said, there's spoilers. I was like, oh, Grimmer gone, so we good. He popped back up. I said, oh yeah, he dead. I knew it. I made myself forget. I was like, oh yeah, I'm good. He good. He ain't coming back. Grimmer came back and I knew he was dead immediately. And he went out like a real one, bro. Sat in that chair. He was a superhero to me, bro. Grimmer was a real one. And I fucking love him, bro. This was the best, not the best manga. This was my favorite manga. One of my favorite mangas I got on my list of all time. But I just gotta say, bro, this shit was elite. Now, you're probably hearing this in 2025, most likely, because I probably didn't edit this shit in time. But I wanted to say that 2024 was overall a great year, bro. Well, not a great year for me personally, but just great year for me YouTube-wise. I feel like this is my outlet, and I'm about to be making so much more better videos. I got so much good shit planned. I cannot wait for y'all to see. Hopefully, some of my, like, a bit of my new stuff is popping up, and what I'm trying to do. This vision is gonna be crazy. I can't wait for y'all to see it, bro. I really can't. I had a great year just being able to record. I feel like I didn't get to record as much as I used to, but it's like I'm so busy with work and stuff now. I'm gonna find a way. Trust me. When I do, it's up, bro. It's up. Other than that, y'all, love y'all. Bye.